A lady has been sentenced of murder over the passings of her 4 youthful children in a house fire in London. Devika Rose, 30, showed up in court on Thursday, October 3rd, after taking off her 2 sets of twin boys bolted up at domestic, whereas she went out shopping on December 16, 2021. The boys were at that point caught in a fire at the house within the Sutton zone of South London and passed on, the Metropolitan Police expressed in a news discharge. Rose had been charged with 4 checks of murder and child deserting on November 9, 2023. She was indicted of murder on October 3rd, agreeing to the discharge, but not found blameworthy of the moment charge. Twins brothers Leighton and Logan Hoth, 3, and Kyson and Bryson Hoth, 4, were found domestic alone and unconscious in an upstairs room by firefighters. The children were taken to Healing Center, where they were articulated dead. Concurring to the discharge, a passerby taken note the house on fire in no time after 7:00 p.m. and cautioned a neighbor, who kicked within the front entryway in an endeavor to reach the children, but couldn't enter as the fire devoured the property. The fire is accepted to have begun within the living room on the ground floor, either by a candle/tea light or a burning cigarette, and spread rapidly due to the floor being strewn with disposed of things and rubbish. Police said within the discharge, including that the house conditions were unsanitary. The children fled to an upstairs room where they would be overcome by smoke as the fire broke out, per the discharge from specialists. Autopsy examinations affirmed that the boys passed on from the inward breath of fire vapor. The BBC detailed that the time that the 4 children had run to the upper floor of the house to cry for offer assistance, but had not been able to elude the property. Concurring to the October 3 explanation from police, Rose claimed on the night of the occurrence that a lady named Jade she met a few days before was gathered to be supervising the children, in spite of the fact that she was not found within the zone and hasn't been followed by specialists since. Police said, per the discharge, hours of CCTV was seen by officers who may discover no follow of her having met with Jade. When this was put to her, Rose claimed that she had met her on a minor street with no CCTV. Police said per the discharge. Call information on the mother's portable phone showed no contact details of the lady Jade. On the night of the occurrence, Rose too endeavored to call Jade before police employing a phone number notably comparable to her own, per the discharge. In CCTV film gotten by police, Rose had too cleared out her house alone the day, sometime recently the occurrence. Rose said in an explanation in December 2021 that she would never get over the misfortune of her children, per UK daily paper The Times. Concurring to an October 3rd report from The Times, the Ancient Bailey had already been told that 5 months sometime recently the fire social laborers had decided the family required help, but after Rose refused to lock in, the case was closed. The boys' family said in articulation on October 3rd, Bryson, Kyson, and Logan were brutally taken from us in a silly act of carelessness. The effect this has had on us, their father Dalton, and our family cannot be exaggerated. The final 3 a long time have been a nightmare, they portrayed, including that the family will presently take time to recuperate, which equity is done. This has been a troublesome examination for everybody included, Analyst Chief Examiner Samantha Townsend of the Met's Specialist Wrongdoing Command said in an explanation on October 3rd. Devika Rose was the exceptionally individual who ought to have secured and supported the 4 boys, but instead put her claimed self-interest over their security. Had she been within the house when the fire begun, she may have been able to put it out, or at the exceptionally slightest get the children to security, DCI Townsend included. She continued, in the confront of her disregard, rather than taking duty for her activities, she designed a story that included an infant sitter whose exceptionally presence may not be affirmed. DCI Townsend portrayed the pity at the unnecessary misfortune of 4 youthful lives as past our comprehension. I cannot start to suppose the demolition felt by the children's family and adored ones, she said, including that authorities' considerations are exceptionally much with them all today. Rose was discharged on safeguard on October 3rd and will show up once more in court on Friday, November 15th for sentencing.